Hey everybody, and welcome back to Disco Elysium, where we've just finished talking to Kim and getting a brief of the story, but it's pretty much the end of day one, and I think all we have to do is go to bed. Really, the only new thing on our journal is to get the money for Gart, uh, 20 real every day before we go to bed. But Kim paid for Kim paid for us today, so okay, what do we have? The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Alright. Now, there still are some hours left in the day. We could go run around and look, but most of the people are gone to bed at this point. So I don't think we're gonna do anything outside. I think we're just gonna head straight to bed. Just want to check on our stats a little bit here if we can. So we have -2 authority because we're holding the ledger. -2 savoir faire. It's interesting because I thought that was one of our pretty good skills because of the trousers and the boots. Oh, those are bonuses from the items. Okay, so yeah, I gotcha. So that's not our total. We could put on the glasses. I don't remember receiving the glasses. Clearly, I haven't been paying attention. We get +1 to visual calculus and -1 to drama. What is our drama? Probably pretty low, right? Drama, 5. And visual calculus is 5, so I don't really see the reason to do the trade-off there. Alright, Kim.
Yes?
Going to bed now, Kim. Good night. See you later. Yep, see you in the morning, Kim. Is that our bed? This ramshackle. It's like a pull-out sofa that's part of a recliner, and we have completely destroyed it. Was there something that we could check in the mirror? Was there a white check that we missed? Yes, there was. We could not. We need to put skills into electrochemistry to stop the expression from happening. But let's dig deep into our mind and locate the source of the expression. We got a 72% chance, and we got a +1 roll because we heard about the band OO. Okay, let's go. 72%. Woo! It belongs in the third decade of the current century. Enough time has passed from the failure of the revolution that for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style, but more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Well, we kind of pronounced it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music in an open air boîte de nuit, I don't know what the heck that is. Somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression. So our choices. So I adopted it. Why? I felt the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. I feel the need to make click, click, click. How long was the new? How long ago was the new? Anything else, like who I am? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? Does this have anything to do with ostentatious orchestrations? Or I guess that's in it. So, let's just go down the list. So I adopted it. Why did I adopt it? Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. And we gotta make that sound, right? The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Le Millon's regional mega hit, Don't Worry Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you feel you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because unlike Guillaume Le Millon, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous. I don't know if finger pistols ever really indicated someone was armed and dangerous. So how long ago was the new? There's a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run around in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic. So yeah, I mean, doesn't surprise me that we're holding on to the past. So why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? Does the expression lead in any answers? Give us any answers in that? You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that. Okay, lovely. Well, does Guillaume have anything to do with the ostentatious orchestrations? Not really. Oh must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway. Alright, well, thanks for that. Thought gained. Guillaume Le Millon. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want. Maybe some of the stardust will return. And again, we have an impossible electrochemistry. We can try to stop the grimace, but it's impossible. It's way too hard. So where's our thoughts? Here's our thoughts. So we have a few skill points, so we could start spending them. I mean, I've honestly been kind of holding on to them because if there was a skill check that we wanted to redo or something that was pretty important, I wanted to be able to put some skills in it. But I honestly don't know what's good or what's not good until we get there, right? So I think until I come across a dice roll, I don't know what we need to click on or what skills we need to increase. So at this point, I'm thinking just keep rolling with the thoughts. What kind of thoughts do we want to open up? We have coach physical instrument. Gives me -2 to encyclopedia. But encyclopedia is kind of our thing, and I don't know if we really need to be more athletic or more physical. The Kingdom of Conscience. -2 to half-light. What the heck is half-light? Is that a thing? Half-light, 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 half-light. It is a thing. Let the body take control and threaten people. Okay. We aren't doing a lot of threatening. So that was like kind of let the status quo happen sort of thing. White Morning was interesting because that's about us waking, like passing out in a drunken stupor. All we can remember is us on the floor next to the bottle of wine. We can learn finger pistols that will completely drop our savoir-faire to 0, I believe, because we're -2. We can get become a magnesium-based life form. -1 to shivers, but our shivers is really high. Or we can learn about Guillaume Le Millon. -1 to logic, but our logic is pretty high. But I think I want to do White Morning. So maybe that'll give us some information about our background. Maybe. So let's unlock a spot. Yes, unlock. And let's pop White Morning in. That's going to take 5 hours. I don't know if that will go while we're sleeping. I don't know if you can internalize a thought while you're sleeping. But I'll keep the 2 skill points free just in case we need to unlock something else to pass a critical skill check. And I guess we'll go to sleep because I don't see anything else to do in our room. And now that we've lost Kim, we could go ahead and go sneak out and go do some things that he would otherwise prevent us from doing, but I don't know what that is, so let's just go ahead and head on to bed. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. Yeah, it does look pretty awful. I mean, more than the sheets look awful, the entire thing looks pretty awful. There's some cushions missing, I believe. The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 2100. Okay, well, it's almost 2300, and I don't know what we should be doing outside, if anything, so let's just go ahead and crawl in and end day 1. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come. Why doesn't sleep come? Maybe it's the bed's fault. Check the pillow. Yeah, maybe if you flip the pillow over, it'll be better. The synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. It smells of alcohol and sweat. And grease. Okay, what about the blanket? It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here. Intimate and warm. Breathing. A bit tense in the muscles. Relax. Okay, well, let's roll over. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Who killed him? Who? Something to do with... What was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brainwaves. No more thoughts. Fall asleep now. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming. Oh, it's us. But we're outside. In a dreamy fog? Yeah, we can't go this way because this kind of weird fog and black grossness just funnels us back towards the hanging man. Just walk slowly up the hill towards the tree, and we're hanging there by a disco ball. You know, I don't know if this is foreshadowing, I've had some thoughts about this game, thinking that we are the dead guy all along. No spoilers if you know, please, no spoilers. But I felt like we are somehow living, like this is the afterlife, and we are investigating our own kind of murder in this game, but I don't know. What do we have to say? Let's see.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this? I remember nothing. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die. No, what is this? Why am I hanging from a tree?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I don't remember anything. Especially not my childhood. I don't remember 3 days ago.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are. You said who? I left, or I was left. No, tell me what the heck's going on, bloated corpse.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone.
The one where you ask her, and she will hear about it on the phone. What did we ask her, and what will she hear? Will she hear that we're dead? Well, like, is she gonna get a phone call that her husband's dead? But what did we ask her that, I don't know.
Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
I mean, I don't remember anything. What? So I can't say I left, or I was left, because I really don't know. I could make something up to fit the story, you know, that I want to tell, but I don't know. I'm not going to make something up. So you said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
Well, that's just rude. So we are Harry. What do we think? Do we think that we left our wife, or she left us? So we're in a kind of drunken state where we've given away our gun because we don't believe we should be a cop. You know, we went into a drunken stupor. We don't remember anything. I would say that's probably the sign that she left us. Whether she left us and then we went, you know, became a drunk, I doubt that's possible. I think probably we were sliding into being a drunk for a long time, and that was the kind of the last straw. I don't know. So I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle, and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
Okay, that's an interesting statement there, Mr. Bloated Corpse of a Drunk.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back, or I don't want to come back. Harry, before we've woken up, I think he definitely didn't want to come back. I mean, obviously, he wanted to no longer be a cop. He gave away his gun, like I said, or sold his gun. But I think the Harry of today, going through this case, I think he's trying to get back to his former self. He's trying to be a good cop. He's trying to solve things and get better. So I think we could come back from this. I think I can get it back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone, and never coming back. You failed. You failed me.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
You failed Elysium.
What or who is Elysium? I mean, I know what Elysium is, or I have a good understanding of what Elysium is in the actual real life world, but in the world of Disco Elysium, what is Elysium? Is it a thing? Is it our wife's name? What is Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
Well, that did not help me understand at all, Mr. Bloated Corpse.
You really really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Did we? We failed every single one of them? I don't think we have that much power. I've seen you before. Of course I've seen you before. Like, it's us. No, I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown? Who are you kidding?
Okay, so we're gonna get some more options. Let's just say I've seen you before and see what happens.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you.
Alright.
You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed.
Ancient reptilian brain! It was you all along?
Stinky boy.
Limbic system! Go away! I'm talking to a bloated corpse, not you guys. I'm trying to solve this case. No, I'm really trying now. I'm trying to be better.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
Something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad. This dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Oh God, there's another type? Or what? No. No. Oh God, there's another type of thought?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
Okay.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Does it pay well? And here we are, having that new kind of hangover, it looks like. Alright, Harry. Harry. Get up, my dude. Good going, buddy, says electrochemistry. Oh my God, what the hell was that? I just had the most beautiful dream, uplifting, rejuvenating. Or is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes? No. What the hell was that? Oh, just a dream? You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. What the hell is wrong with me? You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. Why is this happening? Or, no, that's not it. Really, I feel super good. Why is this happening? It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Ooh, I had a failure of volition. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Wait, what is speed? I need to get more of it then. Detecting is my life. No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. I mean, speed must be some sort of drug, obviously. Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday despite your debilitating hangover. How else do you think you even got off this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world. So we can opt into getting drugs. You know what? I think we're playing pretty straight edge kind of detective here. We're trying to get back on the straight and narrow. So no, I'm not going to go looking for speed. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days, basically a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks, maybe 3, you won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired. Who am I kidding? Of course I want some speed. Or, that's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead. Yeah. We're going to lean right into this straight edge, no speed lifestyle. Plus 5 experience. Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark. I mean, it looks like we're doing the same. Anything new in the mirror today? Can I see that I'm... Nope. No indication that we are withdrawing from speed. Alright, Kim. I know you're out here somewhere. 7:30. Wakey wakey. Kim, where are you, Kim? Okay, orange disco dancer lady? Are you here? No? Okay. Kim, are you downstairs? Oh. The dining hall is open. And we have a indication we should speak to Kim. Hey, good morning, Kim. What do you want us to talk about?
Morning.
Yeah, yes, good morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle showed up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. Why do we need to talk to them? What do you mean rowdy? Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday? I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. Why did you have a rough night's sleep? I understand why we did, but why you, Kim? Plus 30 experience. Task complete. 1 loose thread less to worry about. And 1 big problem to replace it with. Well, what do you mean they look rowdy? I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union, these men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast. Let's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys. There's talk of the armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for said policing. I think it's them. There are so many of them, maybe we should call in reinforcements. That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Deborders Union. Okay, so let's roll. I mean, we know why we need to talk to them. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them. Continue with our business. Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder? They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me. Okay, good morning, Gart.
Can I help you?
No. I just thought you might have something to say. Goodbye. Hello, cryptozoologist's wife, Lena.
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, Mum.
It's fine. I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, ma'am. Is everything alright? Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to eavesdrop in your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you. Yeah, sorry. We didn't mean to eavesdrop.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Yes, very vague. Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask Gart, maybe. Why do you need to use the phone?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and Gary were supposed to be back on Monday night, but they're still missing and I haven't heard from them.
Well, that's not very good.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover. Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds, something sweet in it. Somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags. What are you trying to tell us, Shivers?
But you have more important things to worry about.
I mean, I really don't. I mean, there's only a dead man. He's not going to get more dead. More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting. What is this expedition your husband was on? So your husband is some kind of scientist. Tell me more about Morel, looks, character, your relationship. This is either some weird writing or just a typo. I not noticed this about me, but actually I have lost all my memory of the world and myself, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Weird. Okay, so what is this expedition? Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. They said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them? Okay, across the waterlock that we can't access until whenever that bridge gets fixed. I think it said Wednesday. Assuming today's Tuesday, that's tomorrow. I don't know if today's Tuesday, though. But also we knew across there was that weird church. The water lock. That was broken. Could this be it? Wait, who's this scary person? Do you trust him? The water lock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there. Oh my, what happened to the water lock? You may not believe it, but it looks like some maniac crashed his motor carriage into it. Wouldn't you know, it's blocked by a big butter billboard. It fell right into the water. Probably just technical problems. Some maniac. Oh, sweetie, if it wasn't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. She turns to Kim. Thank you both. You're welcome, ma'am. She turns back to you. I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation. And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired, and it's cold out there. Well, if I see him, I'll let him know you're here. Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you, sweetie. So your husband is some sort of scientist? Oh yes, a zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise. What is a cryptozoologist? It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends. I mean, Kim, there's no need to insult the woman's husband right in front of her. That's one opinion, yes, and people are entitled to their opinions. See, Kim, should have kept your mouth shut, man. She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her. My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby. It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species, called cryptids, is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research. The quality of research at Revachol universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite. Well, tell me more about Morel, because I need to know what he looks like Uh, if I'm ever going to find him. Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. Well, what does he look like? Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's, and his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle. You can't go around Revachol feeling grown man's hands. If you want to find her husband, you need more concrete information. Let's try again. Why don't you try describing him as you would one of your cryptids? Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even. The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description. One other thing, he's likely to have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case. How long have you been married, Lana? We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Her smile is soft. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow. I mean, we don't need to ask her all these things, but how did you meet? Via a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and well, here we are. She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later. Well, I think that's all I need. Tell me more about this rare insect, then. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating, but I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae. The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance. No, I want to hear about this insect. Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but... Ah, yes. Phasmatodea. A diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially. Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insilidian coast. She looks you in the eye and nods thoughtfully, hence the name, the Insilidian Phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the Phasmid with us, officers. I knew it, the lieutenant sighs. We're going to be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists. You know what, Kim? Come on, can't you at least pretend? It's not made up, officer, I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all. Well, what makes you think it's around here? Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clippings. Do you have that newspaper clippings, or is that all you have? Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insilidian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at. Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses. You seem really excited about this cryptid. I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insilidian phasmid. All scientists have their hobby horses. Is it a dangerous insect? Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully? I mean, you got me there. Is it valuable? Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie. Does it have cool powers? Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years. Centuries, even. What's so special about the stick bug, then? Oh dear, I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure. We could ask her to tell us more about cryptids, but we only have a 17% chance of that, so I think that's all for now, ma'am. So, you appear to be watching for us, Miss Gardner, who is standing or sitting outside. I wanted to kind of take Kim's option and avoid these guys just for now, maybe. He said we can walk on by and do some other things, and I know there's part of the city, part of the town that we haven't seen yet, and there was mention that we needed to find a White Pines rep, so I think we'll go look for her or him. What do you have to say?
Let me handle this.
Okay, I didn't really want to start this conversation. I just wanted to say hi.
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
I was just saying hi. Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice. You're the gardener. I knew you were not a gardener. I just wanted to know more about this place before I checked it out. That's normal. So, I mean, she's probably still, I don't know, she's probably still a gardener. You're the gardener. She's just something else on the side.
No, I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dockworkers Union.
Okay.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy. You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
I don't even know who Titus Hardy is. Have we heard that name before?
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong-arming, nothing official. The district of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everett sent to law school? What's your role in all this? Are you Lizzie, Elizabeth, Miss Beaufort? What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? What are you going to do to me? Why are you so aggressive? I should talk to Titus then. Are you Lizzie? I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you're actually here. Titus Hardy. I mean, I'm not even sure we knew the name Titus Hardy. Where did this Titus Hardy come from? Am I just forgetting? Like our main character? Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moves behind her eyes and the way she stands and her face. Easy Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot. Or Hardy? Not yet. I have another question. No, let's explain how we know her name. Easy Leo told me about you. You're not here to chat up the legal counsel. You're here to question these men. I mean, I'm really not. I was just walking by and saying hello. What if I want to talk to you and not Titus? What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one. Okay. I'm done. Wasn't interested in talking to you anyways. Short on money? Equip a plastic bag. I haven't even seen a plastic bag. Okay. Come on, Kim. I know how much you love it when I run. Hey, dude on the sidewalk. Shit ain't nothing to me. Okay. T shit ain't nothing to me. Whoever T is. Oh, you there. Reading the book in the snow. What do you have to say? You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. So we can point at a book and ask if it's a good one, or we can just say hello. Well, no, let's just ask. Is this a good book?
Yes, hello?
Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Okay, working class woman, hello. She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's a working class woman, why isn't she working? Shouldn't a working class woman be working? I mean, people can have days off. That's a thing. Or she can work nights and it's only 8 o'clock. So, what are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
That's great. Good.
It is.
I'm a policeman. I don't know why. I'm a policeman. Just out of the blue. Didn't you know I'm a policeman?
I know you are.
Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
I don't know. I'm just asking. Do you need the help of a policeman? What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing. Maybe your husband is missing. Watch her browse books. I don't know. Like, maybe your husband is missing. That's a weird statement. No, let's just observe. Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. Maybe your husband is missing. My husband? No, he's not. Okay, thanks. Maybe your children are missing. No, absolutely not. Okay. Maybe your cockatoo is missing. I don't mean to disrespect you, sir, but you were being a bit of a cockatoo here. For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get like this. It's better to indulge him at this point. Ma'am, I'm asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing? I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what? It's a trap. Never ever say what. What? Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing. Alright, cockatoo not missing. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, got it. That's all. Thanks. Sorry for wasting your time. Thought it might help you find your cockatoo. Clearly, you did not need help finding your cockatoo. Okay, this is the spots. This is the way we haven't been. Something about apartment buildings being up here. What do we have there? A bird. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. The boat. Well, no, I don't want to look at that yet. Oh, we can go up in this side passage. That's interesting. This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. If possible, we could ask, why am I looking at this wall? No. It's only 3% chance, so let's not. Can we go past this way? Is this behind? Oh, it's Kuno S or Kuno E's or... Hello.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep.
Are you currently sleeping? So no, I couldn't slit your throat in your sleep if I wanted to, because you're not sleeping. Apparently she doesn't like people standing behind her back. Logic error. She's not sleeping right now. Yeah, you got it, Logic. You know what's up.
Pigs come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
That is not what I'm here to do at all. Why would you say that? Are you sleeping right now? No, let's push her. Are you sleeping? Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
Trying to sneak up on...
Oh, so I can't talk to her at all now. Okay. What is this board? Take 8 cents and some magnesium. I'll take it. This area is much larger than I thought. What do we got down here? Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. And it's locked. And we can't get into the greenhouse. I thought we could. Or might be able to. What's in this box? An orange bum hat. +1 reaction to and -1 to rhetoric. And some Nosifid. So +1 to reaction, -1 to rhetoric. What is our rhetoric? 5. Our reaction is... I wish I knew better this map, because I'm like sure looking at right over it. Is it reaction speed? 4. So I could drop our rhetoric to 4 to up our reaction speed to 5. So it's just flip-flop, and I don't think that's important. No, I'm not going to make that trade. Another splattering of bullet holes on this wall. Yes, but we now know that they are very old bullet holes. Hey, I see you up there. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. A garden hose. This won't be much use until the snow melts. And a locked door. There must be another way into this building. A balcony with a view of the yard and the hanging. That smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him. Hey, smoker. You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Well, I wasn't trying to bring trouble to you, Mr. Smoker on the balcony. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege. Thank you, drama. Appreciate that. You hiding something? Speak up. This is the police. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here. Too late, young man. Trouble's found you. No, I'm not gonna get any trouble. Just have some questions.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing. Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you?
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me your name? Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging? I mean, if he's so impatient, if we ask him his name, I think that might push him, so let's just get right to the meat of it. Did you see anything? I'd even go so far as to say the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away? Soon? We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday? Oh, you already asked me that, didn't you? I don't think we did. Wait, someone else investigating the lynching? Did you? I'm pretty sure I didn't. No, I mean, I think Kim is pretty smart, so let's not push it on Kim. He wouldn't ask if you'd already asked. So, there's that woman that got my gun. Is she involved in this? Like, no, I'm pretty sure I didn't ask you this. No, not you. Some more muscular type. Okay, so the guys from the Union? The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down. And when did you last speak to this more muscular gentleman? Last week? I don't know. Look. He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead houseplants litter the scene. He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word? You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday? I had a friend over. Well, what kind of friend? It was my Sunday friend. And what's your friend's real name? Did he see something? He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles. Well, can you tell me your name? My name? My name is Martin Martinez. Hey, that's the fakest name if I ever heard one, mister. That's definitely not his real name. You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you? No, of course not. Can you please lower your voice? He scans the courtyard. It's silent like the bottom of a well. Every sound captured and reflected back. Okay, well, you know what? We'll talk later. No, we won't. He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony. Ooh, it's a... Now, if you excuse me, I really need to get going. So, we have a 17% check to convince him to stay. We can let him go, but then we may not get this chance again. We can't redo this check if we fail it, but this may be our only option or our only chance to try. So let's try. 17%. 17%. No, we needed a 10 and we only got an 8. Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before him like his very feet like a dog. What do you want from me? Do you want me to cry, huh? Please don't go. I'll stop drinking. I'll take the trash out. Just please don't leave me. Ooh, that's a deep cut right there. No. Do you want me to cry? No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. He takes a quick step back and looks around, clearly disturbed. Listen, I really have to go. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over the rail. Good luck with the investigation. And he walks away. We got a new task. The smoker on the balcony. Maybe we can find him again and talk to him away from the prying eyes of his neighbors that he seemed to be a little concerned with. He's gone. We should run after him, see where he went. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. So we should just give up? He could be a witness, him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment. Great, let's do that. And it's not just this. Why did we get, like, why did our I don't know why our inventory just lit up there for no reason. Or seeming no reason. Alright, let's move on. We got a winch. The Rue de Giselin, roundabout north. Says the street sign. The Cape Side Apartments. Got a locked trash container there, I think. There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? Yeah, this red paint here. Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair. The frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it. Can I speak to you, ma'am, on the balcony?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
Okay, Cindy the Skull. That's an interesting name you have there.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth? Blood type? The last time I was tested for Hep C?
No, none of those things. We just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive. I don't think we need to call her little lady. Don't call anyone the Skull little lady. That probably is gonna not make things go very well. You don't use that tone with me. I'm the law. Let's start with your blood type and go on from there. Hep, yeah. When were you last tested? Or just ask some questions, okay?
Ask away, pigman, but I don't promise to answer.
Despite the sass, she puts the brush away. I guess her paintbrush. A brush, an artist. The red splatter is urban expressionism. You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? Or what are you doing to the wall? Do you know anything about the recent murder? No, what are you doing to the wall? Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an arrow graffito visible from low orbit. She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. So you don't know what to write. Have you ever tried writing your hand, or tried your hand at graffito? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs around here, though. Just union cads, and my name's not Mona, so why are you so committed to defacing this building? This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I just thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation. I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it? I mean, please don't give an opinion on this. Yeah. I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna have to stop you. This is hooliganism. Actually, I don't have an opinion. I lied. I do love public art, but I mean, I don't know about. There's a difference between defacing and making a mural. I don't know. So I guess it's not a big difference if you're the apartment block owner. They're one and the same probably, but no, don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval. She means the opposite. What are you looking at off to the side? You afraid someone's going to catch you? She nods disdainfully towards the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to her pier. Okay. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring. Joyce Messier. She hisses, "That Ozone whore. Someone's got to keep an eye on her." Ozone is an archipelago 2 days travel from Revachol. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez. Well, who is she? Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she'll be very cooperative, while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions. You know, do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet. Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozone. But do you know anything about the murder, Cindy the Skull? I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts. Actually, there is a shortage of people who want to talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner. We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Alright, Cindy. I mean, true. So you won't talk to us about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor. What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Isn't armor art? Art for the body? Or come on, Cindy, just help me out here. No, I mean, some great art for the body. Find the armored gloves. Alright, sad piggy, I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with a military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell. Okay, so that's across the water lock that's broken. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time. And there's a little girl wearing the gloves there? No, that's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I told you. Breakthrough imminent. She looks at you a little sad suddenly. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again, damn it. Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way. Thank you, Cindy. Watch your back, undulate. I've got eyes on you. So let's get the... So we know the White Pines rep is over here. We're about to make a breakthrough on our thought. So let's do the breakthrough on the thought, and I think we'll end this video since it's running long. Rigorous self-critique. So this is our sorry copytype thought. Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die or overcome it. Okay, so what are the things? Intelligence and physiology, or psychology, I guess. Intelligence, psychology, red check failures heal, +1 morale. Physiology and motor skills, or whatever. So, red check failures heal +1 morale, or +1 help. So if we fail checks, we can heal ourselves? Learning cap for pain threshold raised to 6. Okay. I don't know how helpful that was, but that was a thing that we learned. But like I said, we're going to end it here since this episode's been going on long enough. And then next episode, we'll finally get around to talking to that White Pines rep. But thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you next time.